Good, thank you. Good. All right. Right now. Bring your stuff out and just put it on that table back here. So you guys get the comfy sofa. So if you want to just put it back, put your stuff back there, that's fine. Alright. I said that and then I just stood in your way. There we go. Okay. Have a seat. What day of the week is it? Friday? No.
No.
that was sad and depressing. I'm sorry. That was not the way to start.
Wishful thinking.
I know, right? I know. Thank you guys so much for coming in the evening. I really appreciate it. I'm Allison, and we're going to talk about the next 40-45 minutes about some ideas for media and play for your young child. Okay. So that's what you guys are here for. So, Caitlin, who you met earlier outside, is sitting behind this mirror right here. She's taking notes, so I don't have to sit here and take really copious notes while we're talking together. So if you guys don't mind speaking up,
okay,
so she can hear you. I might remind you if you're getting a little quiet, so that she can make sure that she hears us. And if she can't, she'll come in. She'll let us know. So that's good. She'll be like, I can't hear you. But why don't we go ahead and start off? Why don't you tell me your name and the age of any and all kids that might be in your house?
Okay. I'm Luana. I have a newborn. He just turned 3 weeks old yesterday, and I have a 3-year-old.
Wow. Wow. Okay. And you're out of the house and you're excited.
I didn't even know how to. I was like, how do I cross the street?
It's awesome. All right.
She needed a little guidance.
That's awesome.
I'm Jennifer. I have 4 children. I have a 20-year-old. He's a boy, 10, 4, and a 2. They keep me very busy.
I can imagine. That's a pretty broad age. Ours are 2 to 14, so not quite so broad,
Yeah.
but still. So today we're going to be focused more on your kind of 0 to 3, right? So two of yours, right? But obviously, a couple different ones. Probably a little less in the 3-week-old, and a little more in the 3-month-old, or 3-year-old. That would be impossible. Unless adopted, and then we'll obviously talk about 2-year-old. So, what kind of media do they use now, if at all?
With the iPad, iPhone.
What are they doing on the iPhone or iPad?
Watching videos, the YouTube videos, or apps that have been downloaded and playing with those apps, or watching Disney apps, Nickelodeon apps.
Okay. What kind of videos on YouTube for you?
He likes a lot of like those toy review videos.
Yeah.
Which drives me insane.
I know.
But I don't know why they catch the attention of so many kids, these toy review videos. So the videos are mostly like toy review videos, unless he's on one of like that actual like TV apps, then he'll watch like the cartoons or play the games and stuff like that.
Okay. All right. What about yours?
Same thing. My 2-year-old has been kind of learning from my 4-year-old. So they watch a lot of Ellie and Naya shows, those little girls. Mainly they watch that, or I have an app, the Noggin app, and they surf through that as well. My 2-year-old loves that app. She keeps on going to the backyard again just to hear the songs, and then she just switches it over.
Right.
But,
So how old exactly are your 2 and your 4, like in months? Are they like 2.5, or is it 2 and?
Well, my 4-year-old is 4 and like 3 months, and my 2-year-old is 2 years, because I'm not good with like the
No, I know.
18, all that.
Right.
My 2-year-old is 2 and like 3 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And what about for you? How old's it? 3?
He's 3 and 4 months.
3 and 4 months. Okay, so a little over 3, a little over 2, a little over 4. Okay, good. So you said Backyardigans likes the songs.
Yes,
right?
the songs.
What kinds of things, you mentioned the toy wrapping, what kinds of things get their attention, sort of keep their attention, make them excited?
My son, he loves music. So anything that has any type of music, he just he'll put the tablet down and just starts dancing.
Okay. Alright.
So that's mostly what catches his attention. Or if he's watching like the toy reviews, it's what toy that they have. So if he's looking through it, he likes Ryan's toy review. So if he's looking through it and sees like it's a girl toy, he most likely won't do it. So it's mostly stuff that he's interested in, like a lot of Play-Doh stuff and a lot of toy cars, and if they're going to Disney or he's on the airplane. He told me the day he wants to go to New York City. I was like, guess what? You're here.
You're like, check. I'm an awesome mom. Got it.
So
Okay.
it's just like, things like that. That's mostly, it's just music, I think, and the idea of what the video is about.
Right. What about for your
She's music, but she's also, I noticed, colors. Anything that has like poppy color, like colors that pop a lot, she gravitates more towards that too. So it's plays hand in hand. Anything that I've noticed that she watches is very colorful and some type of music that she could, either the music or a song that she could relate to, and then eventually start singing to it.
Yep. And is there anything for your 2 and 3 year old? Is there anything that you wish there was more of in the stuff that they're watching, or do you think is missing from it? Or are you pretty happy with what they're watching?
I mean, with the toy review, I wish it was a little bit more educational, because it's just
I don't really like those shows.
Yeah, it just like grab it. It gets their attention, but they don't learn anything from it. It's just like so useless.
Okay.
So I actually have him timed now. He's only allowed to watch 2 videos of the toy review, and then everything else he could do anything else, but he's only allowed to watch 2 videos of the toy review.
If it was educational, would there be less limits?
Yeah, then he can do that a lot longer, but but aside from that, it's and then he just wants it. So, oh, mommy, I want this. Mommy, I want that.
It's not correlation, it's causation, right? Right, exactly.
I would want that. I would more.
I'm the same way. I don't like, I think I kind of set myself up downloading that app, because before I just had ABC Mouse, I had Teen Mizumi, like all the educational apps, and once I downloaded the YouTube Kids app, it's like that. Those apps are really ever touched. I feel like they were learning so much more. Now it's just like, I want this, I want that, as opposed to, she would come. My 4-year-old at the time was like 3 years old. She would say, "I want to be an astronaut," because there was an episode on Bubble Guppies that they were talking about astronauts. So she wanted to travel to the moon. So with the other stuff, she was just telling me, "I want to hatch animal." I'm like, really? So she's learning every toy inside out,
But maybe that's not what you're wanting.
Yeah,
right? Got it.
That. Yeah.
Got it. So speaking of learning, thank you for the segue to my next topic. So we're going to focus for the rest of the time on one brand, or some new video ideas, right? That are going to come from a brand, and they've also come up with their own. What they think might be their own learning philosophy. So curriculum learning philosophy, whatever you want to call it. So I want to get your feedback on that and see if it makes sense for you, if it resonates with you, if you think it resonates for your child. And I'm going to talk about 2 things. One is the learning areas that the kids would learn, and the other would be learning modes, the way they're imagining children would learn. So I'll talk about that. So the learning areas are curiosity, creativity, collaboration, and compassion. What's your initial thought about that? Is it relevant for your child? Is it something you think would be important for them at their age?
Yeah, I think so. Definitely, yeah.
Okay. Any thoughts is there anything that you think that's out there that's doing a good job with those, or is even touching those?
As far as what they're looking at now, I wouldn't say that. No, not really, because they don't have all of that included into. Even if he is doing like a educational app on something, I don't think it includes all of these. One would have more of like exploring or something, and would lack in, let's say, like bonding or pro-social play. So I don't think there's anything that has exactly all of them.
Yeah, agreed. I think, like each episode or whatever they're watching, it will focus on one of these categories, but not all at the same time.
Okay. And then the learning mode. So again, if these are the things they are learning, these are the ways that they're imagining that they would learn them through. And they could be through video, through apps, through toys, whatever. So it's going to be music and language, art and design, and movement and touch. For your child, do you see those as ways that they learn? Are those things, you already mentioned music, but are those compelling, you think, for them and for you?
I think so.
Is there anything that feels like it's missing, with these sort of learning areas in mind, or?
I don't see how maybe compassion would fit in here.
Okay,
That's my feeling.
okay.
Other than that, I think I would see creativity and collaboration and curiosity in these three
Okay.
categories.
That's great feedback. Okay. Okay. And with these and these, again, are there any videos or brands that you feel like are focused on these right now? For younger kids, for 0 to 3.
I haven't done the ABC Mouse book. Does the ABC Mouse do that? I heard.
I don't see how art and design would, that I think art and design is more of a hands-on type of thing that, the apps that I've noticed, like even with ABC Mouse, it's more curiosity and more play. I don't know I'm not quite grasping on the word I'm trying to
It's
say.
okay.
But I feel like it's more on that side, not on the art, which art usually and design is more, touch hands and stuff like that. So.
Okay. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to start with sort of a longer video segment, and then I'm going to show you a couple of shorter ones. Keep in mind, you'll notice this when I first turn it on, this is not finished, but it's an animatic. So the idea is that it's sort of the sketches to show you what would be happening in the show. Now, there are also some live action, so real segments in here, so you can get a sense of this. The ones I'm going to show you have like puppets talking with kids, so you can get a sense of like what the characters would look like. Most of the video in the end, when it's finally produced, would be live action, right? So either puppets or a real room or whatever that is. There's a couple places that might be animated. They're figuring that out, so I'll note that for you. But just you kind of have to use your creativity and imagination while we're watching this to sort of imagine what this would look like, right? So let's start this. So this opening sequence, again, it could be sort of, start with like a puppet moon, or it might just be animated. They're still figuring that out. So again, this would be like a real room. So again, live action, that would be real. And then you would have these are the characters, the ones that you're seeing through the child's eyes. That's what it's doing. And the characters would be real stuff. So that would be the puppet.
This is my 2-year-old saying.
Is that right?
I'm just thinking about it.
Then he thought the journey about it.
Hey James, do you know how to swim? Yeah. Can you show me with your arms how you swim? Whoa. I'm gonna try that too. Whoosh, swoosh.
What's your favorite part about the ocean?
Swimming.
Swimming?
Yeah.
Are you a fast swimmer?
Yeah.
Show me how fast you can swim. Oh, that's super fast.
Do you like to splash like when you're in a pool? Do you have to splash with your hands? Yes. You do? Me too. Show me how you splash with your hands. I just like felt myself get splashed. I'm gonna splash you back. Splash. Splash. Oh, splash me too. Show me how you swim. Oh. Oh, wow. It goes like this. So big in the air. Wow. No, I guess.
Oh, like this.
Do you ever go underwater, Everly? I go not underwater in the beach. I go underwater in the pool when I go cannonball. Cannonball? You go cannonball? Yeah. You go cannonball? I go crazy like this cannonball and then I stay. Wow!
So this next segment with the chalkboard part might be more animated. You know, if they're drawing on that. You know, the puppets.
Let's go to the beach! Yeah! Ethan, let's look out here and imagine we're looking at the ocean. Can you see it? Yeah. Okay. What color is the water at the ocean? Real blue. That's right.
Hey, Gia, could you teach us how to swim?
Sure.
Okay.
But we actually need water here.
Oh. Oh, hey, I just had a great idea.
What?
What if we pretend there's water, and then we could just swim in the pretend water?
That's a great idea. Hey, Gia, can you show us how you swim with your arms? Sure.
Ooh.
Whoa. Let me keep my arms. Let me keep my eyes open.
Oh, yeah.
You keep your eyes open.
Oh, and she's holding her breath, too.
Oh. Hey, let's cover our noses and then go diving underwater. Okay. That was exciting. Did you see the fish down there?
Hey, guys, I just had a great idea. What if we pretend that we're waves at the ocean? Whoa! Big waves! It's I'm a big wave.
I'm a little wave. And I'm a bubble one. Hey, Jake, have you ever gone to a water park and gone down the water slide? Yes. You have?
Hey, let's all pretend like we're going down a water slide.
Oh, good idea.
Ready?
Let's go.
3, 2, 1, go!
Wow!
boat that I could ride in. Oh, look, Chloe, I see a boat right there. Let's get on board. Who wants to be the captain? Okay, Ava's gonna be the captain. Aye, aye, Captain. Take us home.
Blue. Water. Ocean.
Beach! Yay! Those are great, Lincoln.
We're gonna leave it up. No, it would be the real kids and puppets. This is just, they're doing it to show you what it would be. That's what I'm saying. You have to kind of imagine it would be a little different. Now this last segment, as they go out, might again be in like the beginning when I said that you might have the moon and the sun be animated. This could also potentially be. So what's your initial reaction to that?
I like that you have actual kids on it because I see now that my son likes the attention of other kids like on TV, like even like from home, or he's have like Ellen on and he sees like a kid being interviewed, like he likes to now he'll actually sit and be like, you know, oh, what you doing, and like listen and all that. So I kind of like that because I see that he's getting more into that. So I think that interaction is kind of nice for him to see something like this. And I don't think anything he watches actually has other kids that he sees like on TV, like actually learning or doing stuff. So I like that. I like that aspect of it.
Yeah, I like the kids with the puppets.
Yeah.
That was cute, and I do like the fact how they're the sign language along with the wording, explaining that. I think that's good. You don't really see that. At least I don't in the things that my kids watch. So I like how they're showing you two things instead of one thing.
The only other show that I could think comes a little close to this would be like Sesame Street.
Okay.
But it's not quite Yeah.
Do you mean like because it's got puppets
Because
and
it has
the
puppets
kids?
and
Yeah.
the actual kids, the
Yeah.
only thing. But it's not quite there. I don't think it has as much as like the interaction with like the questioning and giving the kids like time to like do all the responding as much. I think I haven't watched this show in a long time, so it's not really into Sesame Street.
Okay.
So.
It's not. I don't watch it as much anymore because I was more with boys, like the 20-year-old and the 10-year-old. That was their era, but I don't know if it's because now I do see that it's not like that anymore.
Mhm.
It's more like storyline. They're not really, they're more interacting and having stories and stuff. Like,
Right.
this is, this to me, I like how, they're more engaged with the puppets and talking, and I like how it switches back from animated to live
Mhm.
too. So it kind of
Okay.
keeps them
Yeah.
engaged more.
Okay.
And
So you think moving the scenes will help?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
sometimes, with, like my 2-year-old sometimes have a very short attention span. So I think that will keep her engaged to watch it
the
longer.
graphics from the colors and
Mhm.
going back
Yeah.
into like humans and going back
Right.
and forth. I think that'll keep them instead of just actually just listening to something for
Right.
15 minutes and just the kids, because they'll actually look at more of that. But
And what did you think about so that was about 11 minutes. What did you think about the pacing of that?
the pacing was good. I don't think it was too slow or too fast. The sign language part, I would have liked it to be a little bit slower,
Okay.
because I feel like it was a little fast,
Okay.
and I don't think it would give like the kids time to mimic it. Like if my son was to see that like ocean or whatever, I don't think it would give him enough time to be like, oh, what'd she do again? Like, what's ocean?
Right.
So I think if that would be a little bit slower, that would be nice for them to actually kind of see what they're doing and kind of try to mimic it and try to say, oh, this is the ocean, and
Right.
do it themselves.
Well, that brings up something interesting. I mean, do you think that because you were talking a lot about the puppets and the kids interacting and the kids were doing something, do you think that the way that it's done now, do you think your child would also join in?
Absolutely.
Yeah, my son would. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he would. Yeah.
And like you said, if they do slow the pace and they do try to show, maybe the puppet asking, oh, how do you do that?
You mean to them, to your child,
Yeah,
out of the
to-
camera?
No, yeah, that, or actually telling the child too, like, how did you do that again? So I can do it slower.
Oh, on
She's
the
saying,
sign
which is
language.
true.
Okay.
And like that, they can see it in slower motion or something. Oh, you go like this,
Yeah, I think my son would definitely like engage, like do whatever the kids are trying to do, because it's kind of like silly.
Mhm.
They like silly things, so.
Yeah, it had me smiling.
Well, that actually brings up a good point, Jennifer. So, I mean, obviously this is for young children, but did you enjoy watching it? Did you find it
Yeah.
interesting?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I said yeah, that was cute.
It's just
Yeah.
something that I would want my child to watch, so I would sit and watch it
Yeah.
with them.
What did you think about the characters that they were using, the puppets?
I thought they were adorable.
It's-
They were really cute.
Yeah, they're cute. They remind me of something.
Okay, all right. Right.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay.
Einstein, yeah. Okay.
What was
It's
it that
kind of
makes
like-
it feel Baby Einstein-y?
I think it's the worms. I remember the little worms in the.
Yeah, that and I don't know. That's just the feel that I got.
Mm-hmm.
It very Baby Einstein. Like I have a book, like a little board book. And
Yeah.
I think it reminded me of the little.
I haven't done Baby Einstein because I haven't.
Have you guys watched? Do you remember or have you watched currently the Baby Einstein videos? Do you remember those at all?
There was one that I played a year ago, like when
Right.
my daughter was rebelling in the car. It was just a lot of like colors and stuff and bursting and the music. And that's what it was, like bubbles of colors.
Right.
That's the one I remember.
Right.
And then,
So ding ding ding. This is the new Baby Einstein.
oh, okay.
So what do you think about that? Because you're talking a little bit about what it used to be, and if this is more the format they're wanting to create new stuff with, what do you think about this compared to what you had?
I like it because I feel like like I said, the Baby Einstein that I was putting on for my daughter was very more infant driven. So it had her
Yes, I remember.
attention to it as an infant. Like now she's just like, what are you putting on? Like it's just a bunch of bubbles and colors. Because but this will actually make her sit down and watch it, or
So it feels like it might keep her attention more
Yeah.
as a 2-year-old. What about for a 3-year-old?
Yeah, I think he'll definitely keep his attention. because like I said, the kids being on, like the interaction of the kids with the puppets and the kids doing silly things and the kids, like he would definitely watch something like that.
Right. The characters, the puppets, could you imagine these being in some way like on shelf at the store at Target or Walmart or something? I mean, do you think that these would work well? Do you think it's the kind of thing your child would be interested in having? Like they might have a Sesame Street character.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he was to start watching the show all the time
Yeah.
and watching a show like this, and he'll see that in the store and he'll be like, "Oh, I want whatever it is."
What are the names? Do they need names?
If they would have names,
Do they need names?
I think so. Yes.
Okay.
Just like my daughter was hooked on Yo Gabba Gabba. So I got more the little Beanie Baby. So that's something I would do with those, like something that they could carry with them all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they would need names.
Okay.
It just makes it more personal for them.
Yeah, and
Right.
also if they're looking for one, they could say, "Oh, where is so and so? I
Right.
can't find so and so."
Right.
And my son always likes to ask, "Oh, what's his name?" Because he thinks everything has a name. So I mean, when he sees like toys like that, he sees everything has a name. Like if we're watching we've been watching like wildlife, so he knows they don't have names. He'll just be like, "Oh, the zebra." But if he sees like cartoon,
What if it's a character?
yeah, like, what's his name? I mean,
That's really interesting. That's interesting, like that connection he's
Yeah.
making, right, with character versus like something.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me show you just a couple more. Now these are not 11 minutes. These are just really short vignettes, but they weren't in this episode. But I just want to give you an idea of other kinds of stuff that they could do. So towards the end, when it was going into the nighttime part of the video, I'm going to show you two pieces. One was around brushing teeth, and one's about bedtime. And see what you guys think about that. They're, like I said, they're much shorter. If I can actually get out of this one, hold on. So this is the one about brushing teeth.
Hey, Gia, what kind of things do you do to get ready for bed at night? Do you brush your teeth? Yes. How do you do that? Can you show me? We need to get a toothbrush. Oh, I got my toothbrush.
I got my toothbrush.
And let me get my black one out. Okay, ready to brush. Wait, not yet. We need toothpaste. Oh, toothpaste.
Yeah, put some toothpaste on your toothbrush.
Do you want turtle kind?
Yeah, turtle toothpaste is
I'll take tiger toothpaste.
my favorite.
And I'll have tiger and turtle and human kind. And human kind of toothpaste? That sounds like a good idea. And now let's brush. Ready? Go.
Is that something you think your kids would be interested in watching?
Yeah.
And this one is some kind of thing around bedtime.
Yeah, she's obsessed.
End of the day.
Gets so upset when he can't do it.
Give me something for bed.
I like to cuddle with my blanket.
Oh, that sounds good. Nice and soft. And what else? Anything else?
I like to lay with my sheets and pillows.
Yeah. Do you have special stuffed animals?
Yes.
Oh, do you like to hug them?
Yeah. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
Oh, I sure am tired.
Me too.
You just can't lay on me.
We
Oh
can
yeah,
sleep on
let's
you.
go night-night.
Okay. Night-night, Gia.
So if they had put that in towards the end before it went into the rocket ship that went into the stars, would that make sense, within the sort of flow of what you saw for that video?
Come again, I'm sorry.
Sorry. It was a convoluted way of asking that question. Would you like to see like those kind of clips as it's moving into the nighttime sequence? Did you like those?
Yes. Yeah.
My daughter often actually sings that song at nighttime, but she'll just sing it over and over. I'm like, okay.
Do you ever use videos or media close to bedtime to try to calm your child down? Is that
I do. Well, when my son watches his videos, when I say 2, he's only allowed to watch 2 before bedtime. So that's our routine. Like he'll have his snack before going to bed, and a glass of milk, and then he's allowed to watch 2 videos.
okay? So it's part of the
So it
routine.
would, so it would be part of his routine. And if he could watch something like this, it would be a lot better than him watching a toy review video.
Why do you think something like this would be better?
I think it's more calming. I think it's more. I mean, it's more like it's interactive. I mean, he still likes to talk even about the toy review and say he wants this and when can he get it. He can have it for his birthday and what store they have it in. So yeah, he's a
Wow, I'm impressed. Little salesman, right?
So I think this would be a little bit more soothing. And then he likes the singing because I also sing to him and I have to rub his back. So
He's got a good life.
yeah, he has.
Okay.
So I think it'll be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let me show you one more. And this again, this wouldn't be for the very end. This would just be potentially another segment, but it would be a little bit different from the others.
Right, I've never been in the ocean, and you have. Have you seen any animals in the ocean?
Mm-hmm.
Like what?
Like dolphins.
You've seen dolphins in the ocean?
Dolphins! Oh, wow. Dolphins are mammals. That means they breathe air. They swim like fish. Wow. Do you know the noise a dolphin makes? Hey, Gia, let's pretend we're at the beach and we're listening to the sounds of the different animals that are here. What do you hear?
I hear one.
I hear a whale. A whale? I hear it too. At Jennifer's house,
Yeah.
she had a jellyfish in a glass bowl.
A jellyfish?
How does a jellyfish swim? A jellyfish swims like this.
We've seen crabs at the beach. Yeah, what do they do? How do they move? They scuttle around side to side? That's really cool.
Can you show me what a crab's arms look like? Ooh. Oh, that's right, a crab has pinchers. Yeah.
Oh, wow. What else have pinchers?
Rubber, I heard a little crab.
Wait, that was a little crab? That was a shark.
A shark? Oh, you're right. Look at him. Hi, Sharky.
Hi, Sharky.
But anything besides fish at the beach?
Seals.
Seals. What does a seal look like?
It has fins so it can swim. And what kind of sound does a seal make? Art, 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 art. I'm gonna try that. Art, art, art,
Have you ever seen a dog come out of the water before?
Dogs. I haven't seen dogs come in back out of it. They don't like water.
You think dogs don't like water?
No, because they shake their head.
Yeah, when they come out, they they try to get all the water off.
You seen birds at the beach? Yeah, what kind?
Seagulls.
Ooh, seagulls. What does seagulls sound like?
Can you show me how a seagull flies? With your arms.
Oh.
This is fun! Are we flying over the waves? Ah! Look down there, I see dolphins! Yeah, I see fish jumping! Wow!
So at the beginning of that one, there was one part where when they're talking about dolphins, they were giving a little bit more information about the fact that breathing and then do you think, for your age kids, is that something where you think they pay attention when they're given more information? Is that something that's interesting for them? Or is it interesting for you?
For my 2-year-old, I don't think so. Too much, no.
Mhm.
But once you start getting into 3, that they start asking more questions, I feel like yes.
Okay.
So you kind of maybe do want to cater to both.
Okay.
Not too much, not too little.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
But just the key.
Yep.
Key facts.
Yeah, yeah. Because my son would say, "Well, what they say, they only do this or they read through." And it's a fun fact for me too.
Chocolate. But that way you're cocktail party guy. Hang out at the cocktail party, right? So if they create these videos and they put them out there, does it feel like something that you would? I mean, honestly, do you think it's something that you would want your child to watch, or that they would watch?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I would definitely.
What about we talked earlier about the learning philosophy, the learning areas, the learning modes. Did that come across to you in the video? Did you see any of this? Did you feel like it was missing, or it wasn't clear enough, or they should message it better?
I saw most of the learning areas that it touched upon. Maybe not so much pro-social play.
Okay.
I don't know. That way.
Learning modes.
No, in the learning
On
areas.
the
Learning
Yeah,
areas.
on the collaboration. As far as the learning modes, yeah, I think it pretty much hit all the targets for the learning modes. Yeah, with all the pretend play and the music and the.
How could they do so you obviously hadn't seen these because I showed them to you before you said them. And if they wanted you as a parent to understand that there was a rhyme or reason they put this in here, what's the best way for them to message that to you? Is it just because it sits on a website somewhere? Do they put it before the video starts and at the end? Do they
Well,
put
I would say,
something?
because I can't remember which, there is a certain particular cartoon that one of my daughters watches that it will say this episode will focus on learning this, this, and this. Because I know you can't quite possibly pinpoint every aspect of that in one episode, but at least to let the parent know from the beginning, okay, this is what what they're going to learn in this episode, whether you want to stay tuned or not,
Right. Walk out, go cook dinner, come back.
at least you know too, so
Right.
you're like, oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you?
That's a good idea. Yeah, I really don't know.
If they had sort of like we were talking about, like little facts or something, if they had material somewhere, I don't know, an app online at the end of the video somewhere that for you as a parent sort of followed up on what was in the video, like, oh, you might want to try this, or this could be a good idea. Are those things that you pay attention to, or you think you would pay attention to? Like ideas of stuff to do, or
I would. I mean, even if the app had just kind of like a recap, questions at the end, that would be fun to do because after you watch it, you'll be like, oh, what is it that the dolphin says, and you press the button, and then they'll be able to be like, oh, this is what, stuff like that. So that would be nice to do afterwards because that way they'll just cap more even of what they saw. So it'll be real interactive. So I would like something like that.
that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
that's
that
good.
idea.
Yeah.
Because it answers most of their questions that they kind of ask at the end. It's like, oh,
Yeah. And then they make sure they're really, well, not really watching it, but at least that they understood
Right.
the episode or they understood what they were watching.
Right. So speaking of apps or video, where would you imagine these videos? Where would you find them? Is it on TV? Is it on Netflix or Amazon or YouTube or wherever it might be? Where would you imagine seeing these?
I would imagine on YouTube, because I feel like everything's on YouTube.
Okay. All right.
You have to try to make it as easy and accessible as possible too, and I think that would be ideal to have it on YouTube and like she was saying, like an app or something that you can download and have.
I think I would like an app more because at least with an app you would be able to, like you were saying, to choose what type of video you're looking for. Whatever the learning modes. So you can look through those videos and see which one, or they can just click the videos and see if they want to do under the water or do whichever one.
That's a great point. So if they had an app, obviously they're going to have a lot more videos, right? But if they had an app that allowed you to pick either a curriculum area or a learning mode or learning area or a theme, right? Or a character or whatever, is that something you would be interested in downloading if it was more like a Baby Einstein app?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I would. Yeah, I would.
Okay.
I would like to see it on TV too, though.
What channel would it be on, do you think? What does it fit with?
Nickelodeon. Or something like that.
For some reason? Gut instinct?
Yeah.
Okay.
I surf around so much that I don't really like quite. I'm more of the internet now, so I go on YouTube on the app and I'll just look like baby bum. Like
Right,
videos.
right.
So
I would. I'm heading more towards like PBS.
Mhm.
I think.
Okay, why do you feel like it's more PBS?
Just because it's really focused a lot on learning, and I think that the PBS channel does that more than the other cartoon networks. Like there's some other cartoon networks that are just like cartoons and they'll have a story and that's it. But
So it feels learning enough to be on PBS?
yeah, I think it's like learning enough to be on PBS.
Great, you guys are done. Thank you, that was super helpful. That was great. Awesome, all right.
Thank you.
So let's go out. Caitlin, we have one more quick thing for you to sign out when we give you guys your thank you. Let me do that.